Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Rurouni Kenshin, episode number 18 reaction. So the previous episode, it was the end of the arc that we were going through, the whole Raijuta situation. And obviously we got to know that Yutaro cannot be a swordsman anymore, and Kenshin goes and fights with Raijuta, and we get to know by the end of it that Raijuta is someone who hasn't even taken a life. That's why Kenshin was like, "You're still okay. You still haven't started walking the path. So, forget the sword. Take a different path." And by the end of it, he kind of shows him how strong he is. And in the end, he left. Obviously, the situation. Obviously, it's not really. You cannot really do anything about the whole situation. Yutaro has forever, at least for now, it seems like he cannot be holding a sword anymore, but he's going to go out abroad trying to see if there is some kind of medicine, some kind of medical assistance that he can get. So yeah, in the end, he was going to leave without saying anything, but Yahiko comes in and kind of talks to him, and yeah, reignites his passion again. And in the end, Yutaro decides to come back in the future, and not give up swordsmanship. What if he cannot use both his hands? He has one hand, so that's what he decided. In the end, it all ended up working. Okay. Raijuta, though, after hearing Kenshin's whole speech, he was going to walk on a wrong path and he was going to try to kill someone, but by the end of it, he decides not to, which obviously means that he will give up his swordsmanship, I'm guessing, which was a good decision. In the end, he was a monster, but he decided to stop walking the path of a monster and become even bigger monster. So yeah, I guess that's something good that came out. There's one person less in this world who would become a monstrous killer, at least. So yeah, anyways, so that was the previous episode. So let's see what happens here. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's begin. Right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Bad. In his back. Yep. Alright. Is this going to be a Sanosuke episode? He just broke the fourth wall. Hmm. Sanosuke and Nishiki painting. Alright. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, he's also working. Bruh. Yeah. Yeah, you never pay. Oh, one arm Ibahachi. Wait, does she have something she wants? Um, okay. She also wants, yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Bro. Damn. Well, he fought Genshin and he mellowed out, you know. Oh, scenery and composition. Ah, okay. Hmm. Oh, Genshin's here. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Oh, this one. Ooh. Oh, the hand. Okay, nice. We have two. Oh boy. Hmm. Or maybe we have something for Genshin, like Genshin's. I was going to say, is there something like? Oh, wait. Boss of the fake. Wait, what? Wait, is it him? His friend? No. You know, like he had a friend. I said like maybe we'll get to meet him in the future. Yeah, I think that's him. Okay. Okay. It's him. Yep. That's him. Hmm. Yep. So he's a painter now. Yeah, it's fine. Hmm. Yeah. Ah. Well. Hmm. Wait. Hmm. Even Sanosuke was like that. But after, like, like the whole Kenshin meeting Kenshin and everything. Yeah. He was just like that a few months ago. Oh no, is he planning to do something? Oh my god, he's planning to do something. Oh no. Okay. This is not good. Oh boy. Oh boy, this isn't good. Yeah, but now is peace. Yeah, like, oh my god. What is okay? He's gone completely. Oh no, is it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. Like, he cannot be. Yeah. Not only that, like, what can he do on his own? True. He was like that a few months ago. If 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 he met the if he met the past Sanosuke, he probably would have agreed and he would have been like, yeah, let's do this. No, I don't. Oh, that was a wind or something. Or I don't know. Wait, what was that? Mm. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, so that was the wind. Yeah. He's probably going to go and. Oh wait, what? Wait, what is he planning? What? I was going to say maybe. I was going to say maybe he goes. Is planning to go and stop him himself. Why did he say to like what? Oh, he doesn't want the people to get involved in this whole. Okay, that's why he. Oh wait, no. Wait, what's happening? He's here as well. I think his plan is to bring everyone here so that they don't get involved in this. Oh yeah. Hmm. 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 Okay. Yeah. Explosive guy. Oh, he drew pictures of them. Yeah, he did. Yeah. Hmm. He's a yeah revolution. Hmm. Yep, I was gonna say he was gonna ask that question definitely. Oh, his didn't. Yep. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Why? I thought his plan was to bring everyone here so that I don't know they don't get involved in the. Okay, so he just wanted to have a good time. So with them. So but now what? Didn't he say that he plans on going today? Yeah. 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 I'm pretty sure Kenshin is still awake. He was kind of like like. Yep, he is awake. Hmm. Oh, there you go. Hmm. Okay, that is it. Yep, that was this episode. All right. So yeah, in this episode we get to meet that guy. I knew that this was going to happen someday when we got to see Sanosuke's past and we saw that kid with him. I was like, yep, there will definitely be an episode in the future where we're going to meet this kid, and like some kind of development will happen. And there you go, we're finally here. So this is how we meet him again. And so yeah, in this episode we can see that overall it was again like a preparatory episode, so what for whatever is going to come in the next one. And I had a few things that I thought that how it's going to go, but weirdly enough it didn't go in either of the direction. What I thought was going to happen was like, oh, maybe Sanosuke is going to go with him and maybe try to stop him or something like that. Or I was thinking it might go in that direction. And then there was also that section where they were like, he was like giving out that party, and I was like, oh, is he like giving this party out because he wants all of the people to be here, and he's going to kind of sneak out of the party along with him to do the thing. And since all the people, most of the people are here, they won't really get involved in whatever like things are going to happen over there. They won't get like they won't get involved in it because they are all here or something like that. I thought like, oh, and but that also didn't happen. Again, I guess like he just, as he said, he just wanted to kind of like give, like, thank them for what they have done up until now, because he knows that if he goes along with his friend here, I forgot his friend's name, if he goes along with him, he will be a criminal from here onwards, and that's why he might not ever be able to come back again and meet them again. That is why. So that is why he, like, did the whole, gave the whole party kind of as a final thank you for them. So all these things, like, I kind of thought it was going to go in one direction. It didn't really go in that direction. It looks like Sanosuke will be joining him to do whatever that they're doing. However, Kenshin does know what's going on, or at least has a hunch on what they're trying to do. He's awake, as we saw in the end, and I'm guessing that next episode we'll see him probably try to stop them or something. I don't know what, but something like that. But here's the thing, I'm pretty sure that they will probably try to pull it off, the whole like explode, like blowing up that place. And I know that they were going to do that. However, what I'm trying to think is, like, if they do that, Sanosuke will become a criminal. Then what? How will Kenshin, or will Kenshin go and try to stop them before they do anything? That might be this. Yeah, you know what? I feel like that is exactly what might happen. Like, Kenshin will probably go there and try to stop them before they do, like, try to blow up the place, something like that. But let's see how this goes. And yeah, so obviously in this episode we can see, like, how this could have gone if Sanosuke never met Kenshin. He probably would have been exactly like him. What's his name? You know what? I need to remember his name. Just a minute. Sunan Tsukioka. No, not that. There's another name he had, didn't he? Just a minute. Katsuhiro Tsukioka. There you go. Yeah. And he says, I knew it. Did you draw it? Okay. Just a minute. So yeah, I'm gonna call him Tsukioka. Right. So yes, Tsukioka and him. Like I said, if Sanosuke didn't meet Kenshin, his situation would probably be the very similar to Tsukioka, and I'm pretty sure if they met in that type of situation, Sanosuke would immediately be like, yeah, let's do it, something like that, because he had nothing. Like, we saw him how he was before he met Kenshin. He was like this, as they say, as his friends say, that he was kind of like, had this edge in him, always seems like he's going to, like, blow up or something, that kind of, like, thing. But now he's mellowed out and all that. So yeah, that was exactly him. And after he meeting Kenshin, he realized, he changed his mind. But now that he meets Sukioka again, and he says that, oh, I'm going to be doing this, like either way, you either join me or you don't. That's what he said. He said that I don't want to, like, like force you to do it, but like I'll be doing it either way. And obviously Sanosuke cannot like really leave him alone. And like, what can he even do in this situation? Like, he cannot do anything. Like, he cannot like, like he cannot really tell anyone that, oh, this is going to happen, because that will be a betrayal. And he knows he cannot really convince Sukioka as well, because like a grudge for 10 years, that's a big thing. It's very difficult to convince someone, and especially since he is someone who was his friend. Especially because of that, he cannot really convince him, because he knows what they went through and what dreams they had. So he knows where he's coming from and what type of sentiments and emotions he has while he is he's trying to do this. He knows it's wrong, but at the same time, he knows that he cannot really convince him, especially because he was his friend. Um, so all that reason, like, obviously, that's why I'm pretty sure Sanosuke realized by the end of it that, yeah, you know what, I cannot really do anything, and I finally found him. I cannot really let him go through this on his own as well. So I'm going to go with him, and like let fate take, you know, the reins of whatever's going to happen. And that is what he decided by the end. So yeah, and it's just, what can I say? Like, it's a difficult situation. That's all. Like, he kept the grudge. Sukio kept that grudge from 10 years, kept it, like, and it kept festering more and more and became more serious. And I feel like here's another reason why he became exactly like this, because he stopped having contact with human beings. You see how he says that, oh, I stopped going out. I hate people and all that. Sanosuke was, even though Sanosuke was also in a similar situation like him, Sanosuke at least went out and had conversations with people, and it's not as if he hated everyone or something like that. So I feel like that was also another big reason why Sukioka went this far, and he has like just completely lost his way, because he never talked with anyone. That's it. From that point onwards, he became completely alone, and completely alone, and didn't really, that's what happened. Another thing I just realized, the reason why he's been painting, obviously at first I thought, like, when they were like, when I kind of guessed, like, oh, this might be his friend, I was thinking, oh, his friend found a new path in life, like he probably likes painting, that's why he's painting and doing this. That's what I thought. I thought he was doing this as a passion, and as a passion, and also trying to earn money from that as well. That's what I thought. Now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like the main reason why he's like painting is obviously because he needs to stay alive. He needs some to bring food on his plate, and he needs money for that. But not only that, there's another reason I think he was doing this for getting enough money so that he could get the raw materials to make those bombs. You saw how many bombs there were. He said he's been collecting those for like so many years or something. Obviously, you need money to buy the raw materials. You cannot like really purchase a bomb or something like that. He needs to like buy the raw materials, and like he made it on himself. So for that, I'm pretty sure the raw materials cost a lot of money, and there were so many of them. That's also the reason why he needed the money, and that's why he did this. I just realized that. And he, like he said, like, I finally have been able to gather enough to cause some damage. So that's why he has been painting. So there you go. Like, another thing I just realized, like before I thought he was painting as a hobby or something, or as a, he found a new path. No, he as he says, he's not having fun in life. That means painting is not really something that he's doing for as a hobby or as a fun, like, thing. No, he's doing it just so that he could bring money and, like, feed himself, and also buy stuff to make those bombs for his ultimate goal. So yeah, that's going to mess with your head, solely living for revenge for so many years. So yeah, but the thing is, like obviously it's pretty obvious. You can see from here that on his pursuit for revenge, and like, he is thinking that, oh, I'm going to make a government which which are like, captain, I forgot his name again, which he envisioned. That is what he's thinking. But he's forgetting a like, very like simple thing, which obviously he's overlooking because of his thirst for revenge, is that while doing all of this, he will be putting normal people in danger. Not only that, he will be making a very peaceful place like filled with war and destruction. That is something that his captain definitely never wanted. He wanted the opposite. As he always said in the flashback we see, he said that from here on it'll be time for you guys. It'll be time of peace. It'll be time for knowledge, So yeah, like for that I want to make a place like that. Yeah, things didn't go the way he envisioned. He got betrayed and everything. But the current situation, even though it's corrupt, the whole situation is still corruption exists and stuff like that is happening. It is peaceful from before, isn't it? So the world, even though not completely, at least a portion of his captain's dream came true, where and things are in peace now. He'll be striking, like he'll be bringing war and destruction to that whole situation. So by that, he's not even thinking that he will actually be kind of going against his captain's wishes. He definitely didn't want that. He wouldn't want this. So yeah, he's overlooking that just because of his pure focus on revenge. Yeah, all these things. So yeah, let's see what happens in the next episode. I'm guessing Kenshin will probably try to stop them. He will probably try to stop them before they do anything. Otherwise, a lot of like lives will, be in danger, and Sansuke will become a criminal. I doubt Kenshin wants that, and Kenshin will let that happen. So let's see. All right. So yeah, let me talk about this episode now, scene by scene, just like I usually do. In the beginning, we get to see a little bit of the narrator explaining. I love that part where the narrator is like explaining how Sanosuke is like, like. Where was that part? He became infamous in underground society and faced defeat against Kenshin Himura. And he often head to Kamiya Dojo, and he's just a vagabond. And Sanosuke's like, the hell are you saying? So I love that little fourth wall break. Anyways, and then yeah, we get to see that the what's her name? Tai, I think, yeah. Tai is asking Sanosuke for buying like like the whole, what's the name? Paintings, yeah, the paintings that okay, Tsukioka's painting Swordsman Hachiro Iba, and she wants that, and she's like, I don't have enough time to go. It'll easily get like like sold out because he's quite famous, like Tsukioka's paintings, and yeah, I want you to go and buy it. At first Sansuke's like, what, like I'm gonna go and buy it, and she's like, alright, you know what, whatever, like you help me out, you give me free food. And she's like, yeah, I don't give you free food, all of those are in your tab. I'm gonna get all the money back from you. And he's like, don't worry about it. It's fine. And he's like, alright, I'll do it. And oh, I forgot her name. What's the girl's name? The little girl? Subaki, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, I think something like that. So yeah, she was also going to ask him to buy another one for her, but she was kind of embarrassed. So Sansuke's like, all right, you want one too? Fine, I'll buy two of them. So he's off, to buy it, and you can see his friends are talking about how he has mellowed out and everything, after Meiji Kenkaku and all that, So there you go. Now they go to the place where the paintings are being sold, and yeah, he sees there's a lot of paintings from the previous era and all that stuff, and he finally found the actual painting that Tai wanted. So there's only two left, and he's like, perfect, let me get it. And he didn't have enough money, and thankfully Kenshin and Kaoru were there, so he's like, oh, give me some money to buy it. While they're having all of these conversations, he comes across Sagara Sozo, yeah, Sekiho army captain, his painting, and he's like, wait, who made this? and he's like, who's the person, where's the person who made this? And he asks the shopkeeper for the place, and he's like, yeah, I'm definitely sure this is him, you know. And he's off. He goes and finds the house, and he's like, like knocking the door and everything, and he comes out, and yeah, Kenshin and Kaoru followed them, thinking that it might be some kind of trouble, but by the end of it they were like kind of relieved by realizing that, yeah, this is just his friend, everything is fine. But no, everything wasn't fine, as we get to see. At first it seemed everything was pretty normal, like, and I also was thinking like, oh, maybe he found a new way of like painting or something, like painting is like his passion or something. He found a new way to live, and I was like, that's good, like he has washed off his hands from like battles and stuff. He's just having a nice peaceful life, painting and stuff. So that is what I was thinking, but very soon we get to realize that is far from what was happening when Sanosuke asks him like, oh, like he's like, oh, you were always good at with your hands, so you're painting, that's good. And he's like, oh, I'm just a vagabond, I'm having a pretty fun life. And he's like, oh, you're having fun, that's nice, but unfortunately I haven't been having fun. As soon as he says that, yep, everything, we get to know that, yeah, this is all like the painting that I thought he was doing because it was his hobby, it was his passion or something. No, it's just a means for him to earn money so that he can like do that bomb, like make those bombs and go with his final mission, that is like the bombing that place. That was his goal. And he's like, you can see there's like this fanatic, like his like whole thing, and he's like, oh, like this has been my dream forever, like for 10 years I've been doing this. And he says that he like I said, he's talking about the vision that their captain had. He wanted like a world where everything will be like everything will be peaceful and all that stuff, but he got betrayed and all that. The whole situation, as he says, that it's filled with corruption. So he's like, I'm going to make his dream come true, I'm going to like bomb the whole ministry. And there we go. The Home Ministry oversees all domestic affairs. First off, we completely shut down its operations. I'd like to crush the army, navy, and the treasury at the same time as well. I cannot do all of that alone. And he's like brings out the bombs, and he's like, I'm going to do this. They'll explode and ignite fires, so the efficient incendiary bombs. I used to blow up the ministries one after the other, whittle away the centralized power, the disenfranchised samurais and the farmers all over the country will naturally start rioting. And he's like, oh, this is how I'm going to like clear all the names of the Sekiho army and the captain. Not only that, I'm going to make like a new government, something like that, he's like saying. And he's like, oh, this has been my dream and all that. So yeah, obviously you can see how his goal is like completely like misaligned. He talks about how his captain envisioned a peaceful, like a peaceful country, but he's literally making the whole like bringing like destruction and like anarchy in this whole situation, in a fairly peaceful situation. Like I said, yeah, he's correct. There is definitely like corruption, and the whole situation definitely wasn't really good. His captain, they got betrayed. His whole army was like like completely their what's that word? Their reputation was tarnished, and since he cannot accept all of that, he has this whole revenge, and he's just making an excuse of like, oh, my captain would have wanted this to get his revenge. Definitely, like his captain never would have wanted this. He never would have wanted him to do something like this, where he's going to plunge the whole place into chaos and destruction. He never would have wanted this. But like I said, it's just his coping mechanism. He just wants like like to get his revenge, and he's like making up like excuses and stuff for like this. So yeah, like we also got to see the flashback where his captain was like, oh, the next generation will be generation of peace, it'll be a generation of knowledge, be ready for that time, all of that things he said. But he's not thinking about that. Like he's thinking about it, but it's not registering in his head. In his head, he's like, oh, we were done wrong. We have to get back at them. We have to like punish them. Something like that. Sanosuke knows that. I'm pretty sure Sanosuke realized the flaw in his logic. Not only that, he realized what he's doing wrong, but at the same time, he really couldn't say anything. Like I said, he knows that he's too far gone. 10 years of grudge, like this in a destructive way is obviously going to mess with you. Like obviously, you could say that Sanosuke was also having like a similar grudge for almost 10 years, but like I said, his situation and oh god, I forgot his friend's name again. Both their situations were different. Sanosuke's situation was like he was out. He was out talking to people. He saw the peaceful world, but he still wasn't able to accept it. And that's why he was kind of fighting and making like a complete became like that. And then Kenshin came in and whacked him in the head, and he was like, yeah, you're doing something wrong. And that's when he realized. It was easy to convince him because he was at least outside looking at everything, seeing the people, and even though he had a grudge against the government and all that, like everything that happened, a grudge against the whole situation, he understood that even though all of that was true, even though our reputation was tarnished, it is true that back then the amount of war and the amount of battle we used to have is way less now, and it's almost not like here at all. It's a peaceful time. He at least understood that, and he at least understood that, yeah, you know what, even though our reputation was destroyed and our captain was completely just betrayed, the vision that he had of a peaceful world, at least we're at least able to get that at a certain degree. So that's his whole situation. That is why begrudgingly he accepted the whole situation. And then Kenshin came in and Kenshin showed him proper path, and that's why he was able to mellow out completely. His friend's situation is not like that. He, as they say, he hasn't been in contact with anyone. He's been keeping to himself, always making the bombs. As he said, he cannot trust anyone. He hasn't even been in contact with a human being for like 10 years or something, and all that stuff. His situation is way more different. His focus is totally on the revenge, and he has been festering that for like 10 years. It has gone to such a huge degree that Sanosuke knows he cannot convince him at all. It's not possible. And obviously he cannot really throw his friend under the bus as well. Sanosuke could easily go and tell Kenshin about it and alert the authorities. He cannot do that as well because he's his friend. So he was in a very complicated situation. That's why in the end Sanosuke's like, alright, you know what, I'm just going to join him. I cannot stop him, so I cannot even do anything, so I'll just join him. And that's what he decided, and that's why he decided to give out that little party. And yeah, next day you can see he tells Kaoru and Kenshin that, oh, you guys today will have a party. And they were like, Kaoru's like, wait, you're going to leech off of me again? And he's like, oh no, nothing like that, I'm going to give a party myself. So he's like, bring everyone. And obviously Kenshin kind of thought like something is weird, something is going on, what's happening. And then later on everyone was invited, even he invited his friend as well. They have a little a nice time. Everyone asks his friend about how Sanosuke was before, stuff like that. Oh, Megumi was also here, and those two guys, they came across Megumi, and Megumi apologized. All that stuff happened. Everything started, it was pretty normal. His friend was sketching for them. They made he made a picture for Subaki and Tai. Everything was pretty happy. And then in the end, not Kenshin, but what's his name? Sanosuke's like, oh, why don't you make a picture of yourself, portrait of yourself, Kenshin? And Kenshin's like, at first he was kind of reluctant, but then he's like, alright, sure, why not? So yeah, his friend is drawing his picture, and he asks who are you? Who are you? What's your past? What's your history? And I was like, oh, this is going to be bad. This is going to be awkward. When Kenshin's like, yep, I am a revolutionary, just like you think. I was one of the imperialists. Now I'm just a Rurouni. That's it. And Sanosuke was like, calm down. And he's like, yeah, it's fine, no problem. And he sketches his picture, and he, puts his face on. But his face is not there. There's a scar. And he says, I draw what I see. I cannot see this man. I cannot see the face behind that smile, what lies beyond that scar. Like I said, since his whole situation, he obviously he doesn't like imperialists, and he has a grudge against them and all that. That's why he's saying, I cannot see the face behind that smile. No, I cannot judge it. I don't know what he wants. And yeah, so I cannot draw that face. And Kenshin's like, it's fine, the scar itself like kind of indicates that it's me, so it's okay. Either way, in the end, everyone leaves, and then yeah, Sanosuke's like, let's go. And like he says, his friend says that, are you sure about this? Like it seemed like you were like giving like a last, like you're doing this because it might be your final time. Are you sure to be coming with me? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine, let's go. And his friend is like, I'm glad that you chose the Sekio army above this. And when he leaves, you can see obviously he says goodbye to everyone. Everyone was sleeping. Obviously Kenshin wasn't asleep, he was just kind of like just there. Yeah, and when they leaves, Kenshin kind of like looks, kind of opens his eyes. So I'm guessing like next episode we'll probably see Kenshin trying to go and stop them, or something he'll do. But for now, the mission is underway. They are in front of the Home Affairs, like that place, ready. And yeah, don't know how this is going to go, but if they do anything, Sanosuke will be labeled as a criminal immediately. I don't think Kenshin will let that happen, at least. So let's see. Either way, that was my reaction to this episode. This was episode number 18 of Rurouni Kenshin. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you guys next week with another episode of Rurouni Kenshin. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.